or someone from your team or one of your friends, like, I just need to get my brand out there on social media. Or like, how many times have you thought that person looks really cool on the internet? I need to get cool, stylish content out just like them, right? And if this one hits too close to home, how about this? Like, how many times have you thought, shoot, I need to make some more sales, I need to make some more money, so I better run a promo. And then you start showing up and getting visible right before or during your launch or promotion. If that sounds familiar, I just want you to know that you're not alone. Okay? So back before I built a brand on social media where I had hundreds of thousands of followers and made multiple millions of dollars from social media, I had a realization, right, where I was paying a video editor back in the day when what I really needed was strategy. So around that time, I did what everyone who eventually ends up becoming successful on social media does. I bet on myself. And I flew 14 hours and spent $10,000 to sit in a room full of 7 and 8 figure entrepreneurs. And that was the biggest investment that I'd ever made at that time. But the night before the event, I wanted to back out because the truth was that I didn't feel like I belonged. And at the event, I avoided every break for networking and I kept slipping out early because I was terrified of being found out. Because compared to them, my business felt really small. But then on the second day, something happened, right? Everyone started sharing their revenue, profit, team, and their systems, and I realized those people weren't smarter than me. They didn't have more experience. They just had to they had a system to take like their knowledge and expertise in their head and get in front of people that needed them. And in that moment, like that's when I realized I should stop trying to run ads, stop trying to get joint venture partnerships, stop trying to post content for the sake of content. And instead, I needed to get obsessed with the psychology of getting people to say yes to me. So, like, I'll give you an example of that, right? Like, somebody that I work with called Winnie Wu, at the time she had less than 900 followers on Instagram. She was posting and trying to be consistent. And then she messaged me and she said, like, I don't think my content is good enough, so I should try and post more. So I asked her, I was like, well, Winnie, how many coaching calls have you done this year? How many DMs have you answered? How many trainings, voice memos, or documents have you created for your clients and all of that? And she was like, tons. So I looked at her dead in the eye and I was like, you've already done everything it takes. You already have all the content. You don't need more content. You're just unstructured. Because in that moment, she realized her problem wasn't content. It was her structure, her packaging, her positioning that was forcing her to feel like she needed to do so much more than she actually really needed to do. She didn't need to do more. She needed a system that translated her brilliance into content that the algorithm rewards and that buyers recognize. Okay? If you feel that way, type system down below. I'm curious to see if this resonates with you. Because oftentimes what I find is that people think that they need some external tactic. But really, you are the system, right? But what needs to be done is you and your expertise and your voice and your value needs to be translated into a format that builds trust and that drives people to take action. Because the algorithm doesn't reward effort. That's just the truth. The algorithm doesn't reward effort. The algorithm rewards clarity. So let me ask you this. Have you ever been in a restaurant in another country and you couldn't understand the menu? Right? Like, it happened to me in Japan. I was really, really hungry, but everything was in Japanese. And I knew there was food. I knew the food would solve my hunger, but I have an intolerance to gluten, so I couldn't order. That's what it's like for your ideal client. They see your content, the menu. They know you have something valuable, the food, but they don't understand what it is or how it helps them. So they can't buy what they don't understand. Confused minds don't buy, right? So if right now you're not getting the results that you want from your social media content, usually it comes down to you speaking a different language to your ideal client, just like what happened to me in Japan. I don't speak Japanese, it's a language I don't understand. So oftentimes when you speak in a language that you understand, you think other people get it, but it just doesn't resonate with them because you're speaking to them at a stage that they're not at. And this is the number one reason I see people failing on social media. The number one reason, okay? So what I'm going to be doing next week is I'm going to be breaking down the personal brand millionaire system. That is the blueprint to generating leads and clients, qualified leads and clients organically via social media so that you're able to post content that drives sales, that drives revenue for the business, okay? This is something that I have done with multiple companies, multiple people, multiple individuals. For example, Founder, we were able to add 27.5K in new cash in the first week of using the system. And like I spoke about earlier with Winnie, she had less than 900 followers, but she was able to add 52K within 2 months of using this system. And I'm going to be breaking it down for you for less than $100. So what I'll do is I'll leave a link to how you can get access to that, or just message me on Instagram saying the word brand, and it will automatically send you the link of that, because this is something that you don't want to miss out. My Instagram is Lauren Tickner, LaurenTickner. If you message my Instagram saying the word brand, I will DM you the invite so you can get this for less than $100, okay? It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna really be breaking down the step-by-step as to how you can generate leads and clients via social media and the systems that you require in order to be successful with this. So I will see you there. Message me the word brand on Instagram or click one of the links around this video, and I'll see you there shortly.